Alright, you lot. Fancy this. You walk into the supermarket. Wait, scratch that. You pay to walk into bloody supermarket. £70 a year just to be allowed inside. And get this. Shelves are stacked with bargain bin tat at premium prices. Oh, but there's a freebie section too. Yay! Except, no, it costs another tenner a month to even sniff it. And you got to grind like hamster on a wheel to earn enough points to claim out. And if you want really shiny freebies, fork out an extra 25 quid a month at privilege. Still with me? Good, cause it gets worse. Stick around, cause we're about to tear this lunacy apart. And trust me, it's a very special supermarket pulling this kind of stunt. But before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe and all that bollocks. And help the channel grow. And who knows, maybe we'll start our own shop. Alright, let's dive in. Right, so let's dissect this 70 quid a year scam, shall we? You've just paid to get into the supermarket. Let's be honest, who in the right mind pays to walk through the door? What's next? £5 to look at fruit and veg? But that's genius, innit? Once you've coughed up your membership fee, you feel committed. You've paid your dues, and now you're invested, whether it's worth it or not. It's sunk cost fallacy. Pay once, suffer forever. But it's kicker. Everything inside this magical 70 quid wonderland is priced like gold dust. Loaf of bread? That'll be 5 quid, mate. Milk? Oh, we only do premium here. Grab your wallet. It's like a dodgy carnival where every stall swindles you. And do you know why you put up with it? Because leaving feels like admitting defeat. You've already paid to be there, so you convinced yourself that it's not that bad. Now imagine if you've spotted the so-called freebie section. Hallelujah, right? Wrong. Turns out you need to fork out another 10 quid per month just to get near it. Freebies behind a paywall, and you can't just grab what you like. No. You've got to earn points through some convoluted system. It's a loyalty scheme designed to make you work for free stuff. You're not a shopper, you're an unpaid intern. And while you're busy earning those points, shop's dangling another carrot, a 25 quid a month upgrade. Premium freebies, they whisper, like some dodgy salesman in a trench coat. For just a bit more cash, you too can unlock shiny things. But it's capped. They're only available for a limited time. That's right, mate. Get your skates on or miss out forever. And when you inevitably fall behind cause you've got, a life, they've already got your money. So why do people stay? Simple, fear. If you leave, you might miss some once-in-a-lifetime deal. And they know that. They're holding you hostage with FOMO, fear of missing out. It's psychological warfare. And what's worse? You accept it. You normalise it. Checkout lane. Place where you'd think madness might end. You've slogged through overpriced aisles, wrestled with freebies that aren't really free, and now all you want to do is pay and leave. Except in this hellscape, even pain has been turned into a circus. Here's how it works. There are different tills for different tiers of shoppers. You've got basic lane, that's for peasants like you and me. Then there's premium lane for big spenders. And trust me, it's as smug as it sounds. Shorter queues, faster service, and staff who don't look like they want to quit on spot. But if you try to sneak over there, forget it. You'll be shooed away faster than a kid trying to buy booze with a fake ID. Oh, and don't even think about using budget tills if you want at premium types. It's not about convenience, mate. It's about status. If you dare step down from your lofty perch, they'll slap your wrist and banish you back to premium queue. That's right, in this supermarket, everyone gets boxed into the lane. It's class system in checkout form. But here's where it gets really good. You've been eyeing that express lane, haven't you? Practically empty. What a dream. Oh wait, it's not for you. That one's reserved for elite members. Chosen few have pawned up even more cash for privilege of skipping queues entirely. You can't even glance at it without metaphorical bouncer giving you stink eye. But wait, it gets worse. If you decide this nightmare ain't for you and take your business elsewhere, there's a catch. Leaving means you forfeit access to everything. Your points, gone. Any unclaimed freebies, tough luck. And best bit, if they ever bring out a once-in-a-lifetime deal, you'll miss it permanently. They're holding your wallet hostage, and they know you're too scared to walk away. Now let's take a stroll across the street, shall we? There's a brand new shop over there. No 70 quid membership to walk through the door. No velvet ropes keeping you out of certain aisles. Just a regular place where you can actually shop without feeling like you've wandered into an episode of Black Mirror. Sounds refreshing, doesn't it? Here's how it works. Entry's free, completely free. You wander in, no strings attached. While prices are slightly higher than bargain hell across the road, they're still reasonable. Not that'll make your bank statement cry. You can grab your essentials, browse at your leisure, and you're not being upsold on premium this and exclusive that every 5 seconds. Already we're off to a cracking start. Now about the freebie section. It does exist, but yeah, it's not entirely free either. You gotta pay 10 quid a month to access, and you still need points to claim goodies. But here's the kicker. They actually give you time to earn those points. You're not stuck in a frantic, stress-inducing rush to grab everything before it vanishes. Slightly understand that you've got more important things to do than grind endlessly for a couple of perks. Revolutionary, I know, but real magic happens at tills. You know that awful tiered system from shop across the street? Gone. Here, it don't matter if you spent 10 quid or 10,000. Every till is fair game. You pick shortest queue, you pay, you leave. Simple, innit? No weird social hierarchy, no one side eyeing you cause you're not premium enough. It's just shopping, way it should be. And here's cherry on top. Shop don't rely on fear to keep you around. You don't have to panic about missing next big offer cause they'll actually tell you when something new's coming. Imagine that. Clear communication and no hostage tactics. You're free to come and go as you please. And shop don't punish you for daring to leave. It's almost like they want you to enjoy your experience. Now let's be real, it's not perfect. There are still paywall and still that bloody point system for freebies. But compared to chaos across the street, this place feels like a breath of fresh air. So why, I hear you ask, is this new shop not more popular? Well, it's cause people are creatures of habit. They're too scared to leave old shop cause they think they'll miss out. Even when they're being ripped off, treated like cattle and shoved into social tiers. They stick around cause it's what they know. Here's where it gets juicy. Why, oh why, do people tolerate this madness? Why are they shelling out cash to be treated like second-class citizens in a shop? Or worse, a bloody video game? Let me break it down for you, because psychology behind this is both fascinating and downright infuriating. First up, commitment bias. You've heard of throwing good money after bad, right? Once people sink their hard-earned dosh into something, they convince themselves it's worth it, even when it's blatantly not. Well, I've paid 70 quid for this membership, so I might as well stick around. It's like staying in a terrible relationship because you've already spent years putting up with it. Spoiler alert, it don't get better, then there's FOMO, fear of missing out. Shop knows exactly what it's doing when it dangles those limited time offers in front of you. Get it now or it's gone forever. Suddenly you're scrambling for your wallet because you can't bear the thought of not having that shiny thing everyone else is talking about. Well, let's be honest, you probably didn't want the damn thing until they told you it were rare. Oh, and let's not forget about social proof. If everyone else is doing it, it must be fine, right? Look around. Everyone's lining up to be fleeced, so it can't be that bad. Wrong. It's classic herd mentality. And shop, or game, used it to make you think you're odd one out if you dare to question system. But here's real kicker. Loss aversion. Humans are more afraid of losing what they already have than they are excited about gaining something new. That's why shop across road makes you feel like leaving means forfeiting everything. Your points, gone. Your chance at that exclusive freebie, kiss it goodbye. And thought all that hard work gone to waste keeps you trapped, even when you know deep down it's a rip-off. And cherry on this psychological Sunday, satisfaction through suffering. Ever heard someone say, well, I've worked hard for it, so it feels worth it? That's what they're banking on. They make you grind for points, jump through hoops, and fork out extra cash, so when you finally get that reward, it feels like you've achieved something. Newsflash, you've been played. Shop, or game, ain't selling you products or perks. It's selling you illusion of choice, fairness, and achievement, all while wringing every penny out of you. And worst part, most people don't even realise it. They just keep swiping the cards and telling themselves it's all fine. Now, time to name and shame culprit we've all been tiptoeing around. Call of Duty. Yeah, game you used to love, a game that were once about fun. Remember that? Now it's lesser a game and more a glorified supermarket, pulling all the same dodgy tricks we've been ranting about. Let's unpack this mess. First, entry fee. That's your 70 quid annual subscription for the latest title. Or let's call it what it is. Your right to play. And no, I'm not talking about optional DLC or bonus pack. This is just for bloody base game. Privilege of logging in. But hey, once you're paid up, shop doors are wide open, so they can rinse you for even more. Now to bargain brands at premium prices. That's your in-game cosmetic, bundles and weapon blueprint, skins and attachments that, let's be honest, should have been unlockable through gameplay, but are now locked behind a paywall. Oh, you wanted that gold camo? That'll be 20 quid. Just a cosmetic, they say. But when every other player looks like a walking disco ball, you're odd one out if you stick with default. And let's not forget, prices are ridiculous for something you can't even touch. But wait, here comes freebie section. Battle Pass. Oh yeah, it's free, sort of. You still have to pay for access, grind for hours to earn rewards, and if you don't finish it in time, tough luck. Meanwhile, Shop nudges you with that sweet premium pass for a bit more cash, promising you extra perks and exclusive items. And of course, the slapper timer on it, because note says fun like a ticking clock reminding you all grinding you have to do. And let's not forget pay to skip queues nonsense. That's your premium tier, which Shop practically begs you to cough up more cash to skip grind. Want that new operator or weapon straight away? No problem, just pay extra. It's a slap in face to anyone who actually wants to play a game. Oh, and here's fun twist, limited time offers. Just like supermarkets' exclusive specials, Call of Duty loves throwing out seasonal skins and bundles that disappear forever if you don't buy them now. FOMO, my friend. They've weaponized it, and they know exactly how to squeeze your wallet. But piece de resistance? Skill-based matchmaking. Gaming equivalent at Till hierarchy. Not about letting you play with your mates or at your skill level, it's about keeping you on treadmill. If you're too good, you're punished with harder lobbies. Too casual, you're fed to wolves. Designed to keep you grinding, spending, and frustrated enough to think, maybe if I buy that shiny skin or gun, I'll do better. Spoiler, you won't. Worst part is that we let it happen. We've gone from playing games for fun to tolerating these predatory practices because deep down, we're hooked. Call of Duty ain't just a game anymore, it's a business model. And we're bloody customers handing over our wallets and thanking them for privilege. So here we are, staring down the barrel of this supermarket dystopia, one where Call of Duty and games like it treat us less like players and more like walking ATMs. Question is, can we fight back? The answer, my friends, is yes. But it's going to take more than just mourning on Reddit. Let's dig in. First things first, vote with your wallet. I know, easier said than done when you've been suckered in by Battle Pass grind. But hear me out. These companies thrive on your cash. If you stop buying into their overpriced cosmetics, premium memberships and pay-to-win shortcuts, they'll start to feel pinched. Sure, one person cancelling the 25 quid elite tier ain't gonna break Activision, but if enough of us stand firm, message gets through. Next, wreck FOMO cycle. This is a tough one, I'll admit. Limited time skins and exclusives are designed to make you panic buy. But think about it. How many of those items do you actually need? How many do you even remember after a month? Stop letting these companies dictate your choices. If you don't buy that flashy gold AK-47 today, guess what? You'll survive. And it's big one. Demand better alternatives. Remember that shop across the street? One that still has a few paywalls but treats you like a human being? We need more of those. Games like X-Defiant are starting to challenge system, offering fun, competitive gameplay without robbing you blind. Support those games, play them, spread word. More players they attract, more pressure they put on big boys to clean up their act. But this isn't just about spending less, it's about speaking up. Game industry thrives on feedback. If you're sick of being ripped off, let them know. Use forums, social media, in-game surveys to tell developers what you want. And no, I don't mean screaming into the void with angry tweets like, fix your game. Be clear, be constructive, and tell them how they've failed you. Now let's talk about community power. These companies rely on us turning a blind eye or just accepting things as they are. But when communities band together, they can make a difference. Look at what happened with loot boxes. Remember when they were everywhere? Public outrage and government scrutiny forced many companies to rethink their strategies. Imagine what we could do if we took aim at predatory monetization with same energy. Lastly, and this might sting a bit, learn to walk away. I know you've sunk hours into Call of Duty, maybe you've spent a small fortune on it, but sometimes best way to take back control is to cut your losses. There's plenty of other games out there that don't treat you like a wallet with legs. Explore them, find joy in gaming again. Truth is, these companies will keep pushing envelope as long as we let them. They're not going to wake up one day and decide to be nice. They'll only change if we force their hand. Power is in your hands, folks. You just have to use it. And there you have it, folks. Supermarket from hell. Gaming industry's dirtiest tricks and little hope for the future. Now it's over to you. Are you going to keep throwing your money at these greedy corporations, or are you ready to fight back? Choice is yours. But remember, every penny you spend is a bought for kind of games you want to play. So let's do something about it. Smash that like button harder than Activision smashes your wallet. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. And leave your comments and questions below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Have a rant of your own? Spill it. Might even feature your brilliance or rage on channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, you magnificent.